greater.
So it's also creating opportunities too then for taxi operators and other ground transportation folks and of course sections of the media that covered the tournament. So that's the beauty of major sporting events. They create opportunities right across the economy, especially at the micro and small business level. But perhaps the biggest takeaway is that we want Jamaica back at the FIFA World Cup. Qualifying for the next tournament would certainly be a big boost for Jamaica. It would be a huge boost for brand Jamaica, and it would certainly create even more economic opportunities on top of national pride. So that's something every Jamaican can rally behind.
State Minister for Industry, Investment and Commerce, Delana Sivright. U.S. President Donald Trump has approved an agreement with Saudi Arabia that could potentially provide the kingdom with uranium enrichment capability for its civilian nuclear program. The decision is expected to be announced publicly as early as Wednesday. The deal is set to last 30 years and is also expected to involve U.S. firms developing the program. The expected announcement comes in the midst of the war against Iran launched by the U.S. and Israel, in part to wipe out Tehran's ability to develop a nuclear weapon. It's expected to face headwinds among U.S. lawmakers who fear that helping the Saudis fulfill their long-standing desire to enrich their own uranium would open new rounds of nuclear proliferation and competition. That's the news.
Sign up for the JN Money Card. It's safe, convenient, and free. The time by JN Money is
7:18.
Rent or buy your hurricane supplies from Total Tools. Visit 102 Main Street, Ocho-Rios, 34 Slipe Road, Kingston 5, or Lot C6, Drax Hall, St. Anne's Bay. The temperature brought to you by Total Tools Jamaica is
28 degrees Celsius in Kingston, 28 degrees Celsius in Montego Bay, 25 degrees Celsius in Mandeville.
Hi, I'm Chris Tufton, Minister of Health and Wellness. July is Healthcare Workers Appreciation Month, and I want to salute all our healthcare workers for their work. You are the vanguards of our health, and I have experienced firsthand your commitment, service, and sacrifice. Thank you for all that you do. On behalf of the Ministry of Health and Wellness, the government, and the people of Jamaica, enjoy your special month. God bless.
A message from the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
Super Center, everything for your home and more.
Get ready, our end of month super sale is back. From Thursday till month end, get incredible savings on your favorite items. We have decor, kitchenware, school supplies, bed and bath, and of course, the widest range of gift ideas for any occasion. These deals are on till the end of month, so don't wait.
Ascent Super Center, it's a lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle.
Time now for Street Smarts 2 with Ludlow McLean. Good morning again, Ludlow.
Morning again, George, and listeners or visitors to the island and all our transport operators, land, air, sea, or passengers as well. Well, if you're coming off the toll at the 4-month toll onto Matroscala Drive, it's fairly steady again all the way towards Water Lane and Water Lane to Harbour Street. Harbour Street has more traffic as they make your way into downtown Kingston. On the other side, from Port Royal Street, Harbour View, by that intersection, the roundabout, a little traffic building there, but once you get onto Sir Florida Glasspool Highway, the movement is good all the way to Michael Manley Boulevard and then to Port Royal Street, all the way to downtown. So for the time being, the movement is good, but I can tell you, we tell you from now, motorists, after this report, maybe like about 8:30, definitely have much more traffic within the corporate area. All right, so it's a second report. We urge you, as usual, lane properly and as usual at Street Smart. You're safe. Over to you, George.
Thank you, Ludlow. Thank you. And yesterday we were complaining about we were registering because we can't complain because we never give the people them no money to put up the camera. But we were complaining, we were remarking about the non-functioning of several of the cameras in town centres across the island. King, we even had access to a camera was it in Frome or Little London? It was Little London in Westmoreland, but that one is not up. So we had Flatbridge, Little London, we had Maypen, we had Mobay, we had one in Mobay. Yeah, we had, of course, Halfway Tree, and we had Barbican Square and Spanish Town. But most of those are done. I hear now that there's a Crossroads camera up. King, put it back up now. The Crossroads. So this is Carib. This is a top Carib, isn't it? This is a Carib. So you're looking northerly, and you're looking up towards you're looking in the northerly direction to where you call it uptown then. So it's a nice shot. It's high, and I wonder if it turns, King. I'm sure it does rotate. Yeah, so we can get a better angle, or better angles from time to time. But yeah, Crossroads is up and running. West Parade is up. Halfway Tree gets inconsistent. Is that Zoom too? Oh, yeah, I say. Yeah, man. Showing you that's Old Hope Road. Yeah, man. Old Hope Road, the intersection there with Old Hope Road that's Caledonia Drive to the right, and of course Halfway Tree Road to the left. So yeah, man, Crossroads up and running. It pans and it zooms. All right, great stuff. All right, let's get the rest of them up. Let's continue our advocacy, camera advocacy across the country in town centers. We want every town center to have a camera so we can look what's happening. All right, cool.
Front Page is brought to you today by ABC Electrical Sales, for a better choice in the electrical business. For all your electrical needs, visit ABC Electrical Sales. They stock a wide variety of electrical supplies including plugs, switches, panel boards and conduits, plus energy-saving fixtures. ABC Electrical Sales stocks brands like GE, Siemens, Philips, Cutler Hammer and Allen Bradley. They also offer free island-wide delivery just to suit your needs. Visit them at Shop 8, Hagley Park Plaza, Kingston 10, or call 876-754-3714-5 or 876-754-3825-8. ABC Electrical Sales, for a better choice in the electrical business.
.24 on the clock, and I feel like Alton Ellis wanting to sing "Girl, I've Got a Date." Don't know how many years been doing now. I've finally got my first date with Tana. First date.
It's over a decade, right?
Long time. First date. Tana said yes, people. She said yes. We got Diamond Mile. Such a came on a spark.
After a little later, I'm going to have to ask you what to wear.
Yeah, man. I'm going to show you the fit.
Okay,
don't worry yourself. Good. Let's go.
So it's time for a discussion segment, the front page. On the front page this morning, the government is calling for deeper cooperation across the Americas to confront transnational crimes and build stronger regional security resilience. The call comes from National Security Minister Dr. Horace Chang. He was addressing the 17th Conference of Defense Ministers of the Americas in Peru recently, and Siobhan Campbell tells us more.
Dr. Horace Chang, who spoke on behalf of Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness, says security partnerships are evolving and international dynamics are also shifting. The minister says nations across Latin America and the Caribbean must strengthen collective security arrangements and build greater regional self-reliance. He says transnational crime organizations are also evolving, exploiting porous borders to traffic narcotics, illegal firearms, and persons while facilitating money laundering and other forms of organized crime. The National Security Minister is urging the delegates to respond by strengthening intelligence sharing, expanding joint military training and operational exercises, promoting technical exchanges, and developing stronger legal frameworks to improve the prosecution of transnational criminal actors. Dr. Chang says Jamaica remains committed to building regional security and defense capabilities. He points to the modernization and expansion of the Jamaica Defense Force's maritime fleet with the acquisition of offshore patrol vessels, which, he says, have strengthened Jamaica's ability to secure its territorial waters. On the question of climate change and regional security, the Deputy Prime Minister signaled Jamaica's readiness to support relief and recovery efforts in Venezuela following recent devastating earthquakes there. He encouraged member states to back the ongoing humanitarian response, telling delegates that collective strength is measured not only by how countries confront shared threats, but by how they stand with each other in times of tragedy. Dr. Chang also raised the crisis in Haiti, noting that Jamaica continues to take part in diplomatic and security coordination efforts as a member of the standing group of partners supporting that country. Siobhan Campbell for Nationwide News.
Thank you so much, Siobhan, and joining us now for a conversation, the Minister of National Security and Peace, Dr. Horace Chang. Good morning to you, Dr. Chang. Dr. Chang?
Good morning.
Good morning to you. How are you?
I think I'm pretty good. I'm doing very well.
All right. So let's begin here. You are just coming back from the 17th conference of the defense ministers in Peru. Give Jamaicans, Dr. Chang, an overview of how you would rate the state of regional cooperation on transnational crimes, the strengths, the weaknesses, areas for improvement.
The cooperation is not bad. I tell the point, there's a reasonable level of cooperation, of course. We are not the level that it should be. We have excellent cooperation with the North American partners. In fact, we still refer practically to the ABC partners for security cooperation, that is America, Britain, and Canada. We get our best cooperation. I think we are at an excellent point now, and both sharing information, improving capacity, and working towards keeping track of transnational crime in the region. We have increased our level of activity with our Caribbean partners through impacts. And out of this particular conference, which was the Latin America, Caribbean, and America, since the Americas defense ministers, there's desire for increasing intelligence sharing. The view is that the larger transnational criminal organizations have resources that is beyond many of the nations in this region, certainly the English-speaking Caribbean and several Latin American jurisdictions, and could pose an existential threat to a number of the jurisdictions if allowed to run free. There is therefore a need for cooperation, both training and intelligence sharing, in order to keep track of this, what is a serious problem, and therefore, prevent or reduce the threat risk, and at the same time protect the safety and public order in the various jurisdictions across the Americas. It's a major problem for us in Jamaica. We remain a very good geographic location, and the basic challenge is transshipment, and of course the money that flows through, illegal money, damages the economy, and then firearms come with that. And the firearms, of course, creates the level of violence that we are aware of that can happen. We have come a long way in dealing with the violent gangs, but that's one that requires consistent and commitment in fighting, and information sharing across the region is crucial, because we don't make guns, so they come in, and the big players are international operators as well. Linking to make networks. Yeah.
Was it said during that conference, Minister, about how to go about now improving that intelligence sharing to respond to these evolving threats?
No, the logistics of that were not settled. Because intelligence sharing in a regional level can be a little bit challenging because it requires a level of confidence and trust between these groups. At the highest level, I think it's agreed we have to make attempts at this, and therefore at the highest level, we'll have to find a way to share information. There are countries who look at our own success at the local level, want to talk to us, and are aware of sources of transshipment and routes. And I think there's a willingness now to cooperate, but we have no formal mechanism yet established with the majority of countries.
And in terms of the mechanism or what they have at their local level, did you establish if it's a matter of they too need to improve their surveillance, the technology that they have that might be, a little less superior than elsewhere? What was placed on the table as their challenges that might be affecting their sharing of intelligence with their regional partners?
As I said, it's the area, in terms of sharing intelligence, a sensitive area. I said, while they will have intelligence, different jurisdictions have quality intelligence, it's the transnational operators are exactly what they are, transnational. They cross boundaries, and intelligence operators have to be confident that who they're sharing with have a common interest in intercepting and dealing with those transnational units. So it's a matter of continuing dialogue and establishing at the highest level intelligence operators. Then you get into the tactical side of it. So I think it was a good start that there's an acceptance that we have the problem at a serious level, that the serious security risk, and no one jurisdiction, no one nation can undertake the job on their own, and therefore need to begin the process of sharing the required information and to pay the reaction to that.
Hold the line. Hold your thoughts right there, Minister. Let us take a break and come back with more from you.
Jamaica live good, yeah. I make we enjoy life, while we feel safe at night. Jamaica live good.
Jamaica, stop the killing and give up the guns. Just live good now.
The time brought to you by the Ministry of National Security and Peace is
7:34.
The following safety tip is brought to you by the Ministry of National Security and Peace. Do not wait until it is too late. Save emergency numbers like 119 and 110 so you are prepared in any urgent situation. Remember, your safety is your responsibility. The preceding safety tip was brought to you by the Ministry of National Security and Peace.
For all your electrical needs, visit ABC Electrical Sales. They stock a wide variety of electrical supplies including plugs, switches, panel boards and conduits, plus energy-saving fixtures. ABC Electrical Sales stocks brands like GE, Siemens, Philips, Cutler Hammer and Allen Bradley. They also offer free island-wide delivery just to suit your needs. Visit them at Shop 8, Hagley Park Plaza, Kingston 10, or call 876-754-3714-5 or 876-754-3825-8. ABC Electrical Sales, for a better choice in the electrical business.
Welcome back to Nationwide this morning. Minister, just allow you to complete your point before moving on.
No, I kind of completed the saying it is intelligence sharing is always a sensitive matter for the practitioners. But once there's a willingness at the national level to share, you begin that discussion and you establish the appropriate links and begin to identify and share the areas in which you want. Yeah, there is a trans-border risk at this point. Jamaica, of course, is a small country. We're a big brand, but small. But we are a critical point in terms of movement of everything through the Caribbean. And while we have a strong relationship with the countries I named earlier, we have to look at broadening that into both the Caribbean and Latin American region.
But Minister, the morning again, sir.
Morning, George. How are you?
I'm good. Here's the thing. Transnational crime, as I knew it in the early 1990s and the early 80s, and now, is the nature of transnational crime different? Because back then, the region that we're talking about was basically seen as courier lanes for the movement of drugs and perhaps small arms at the extreme level. Is that the case now as it was then, or has it taken on a different complexion entirely?
I'd say the complexion maybe in peak and come with a maturity in the sense that the volume is much more of all activity speaking. The amount of money involved is much more. And the operators operate in more countries. So the Caribbean remains a point of, I say, courier. I really prefer to use the term transshipment now, because not just individuals moving. It's just large volumes in all areas. And once the finance goes, the money goes up, the volume goes up, the money goes up, and of course, following that is arms. So it's while there appear to be different pipelines, they usually follow the same track, and they have to work consistently and intensely to identify them and interrupt them. So once they drop off in your country, it's problems.
Yeah. But there's also the thing, Dr. Chang, of the link between transnational crime and domestic crime. Because, yes, there have been some high crime societies in the region for the longest time. I mean, look at us. We are the ones to talk because we've, for a long time, had that problem. We have had some of our smaller Caribbean nation partners having problems with violent crime from time to time. But is there a direct link between a high volume of transnational crime through the region and high domestic crime in the partner countries in this part of the world?
Yes, there is definite link. You know, the financing for the local gangs have to come from the international operation. If you take some like drugs, there is no Caribbean island that carries a large market for drugs. The firearms have to come in. And once they get arms, of course, they're criminals, they get involved in what we have seen in Jamaica, inter-gang warfare, armed robbery, and that kind of activity, and trying to control small turf for their own extortion and supply of drugs. But the bigger markets are external, so it's the movement of the products. And if you move large volumes, the money goes up and the amount of arms supplied goes up. And underpinning that, the third problem is corruption of the institutions that are involved. When you get large volumes of money, you're talking millions of US dollars, then the potential to corrupt institutions is extremely high. And that's where we get the problem. So violence is a byproduct.
Yeah.
But more critical is the corruption of our institutions.
Yes. I've always wondered, though, the technical assistance that we get from participation in activities to stem the tide of transnational crime. I've always wondered about the impact of that. And I'm looking at brass tacks here, Minister. So I'd say, what is the material benefit to our constabulary force or our defense force for the partnerships that we've struck with with our international partners to try to end the transnational crime? Is there a big benefit that we have reaped materially from this deep cooperation over time?
No, over time, it has certainly strengthened our security force capacity, and our success we've had has, is not only this, we have made a big investment, but the professional capacity has certainly improved, and the presence of our partners has helped to intercept major gangs, both locally and and in the wider Caribbean and outside the Caribbean as well. You'll have seen we have had arrests recently in, say, Florida of individuals who are involved in moving guns out of the US into the Caribbean. In terms of material benefit, we're looking on physical, not really. I think we have had significant benefits from the partners in some technical equipment, but materially, the cost of security is always. We tend to, international partners tend to look more in the what we know branding as the peace side of activities. So we have had funding, for example, before my time, we had a project called Security and Justice Program, CSJP.
Yes.
Which was well funded by international partners, including the IDB, and programs that sought justice program, training activity, and training both security and non-security areas, and increasing support for what we call vulnerable communities, where we are working now, and have identified issues and projects to get into these areas and programs. So partners tend to go there more easily, but we do get intelligence sharing at a good level with the partners that we are close to. I said our ABC partners are very involved in what we're doing, and that's more a legacy issue.
Yeah.
So historical, working with the United States, Canada, and UK, United Kingdom, well-established practices. We're increasing that in the Caribbean. There's an organization called Impacts and Regional Security Operation, RSS, headquarters out of Barbados and Trinidad. And they came about during the time of the World Cup, when it was necessary to have broad Caribbean cooperation and security. So we're bringing the entire cricketing world to the Caribbean.
That was the 2007 Cricket World Cup, yes.
Yes. So we have kept that in place, and we're getting different levels of cooperation from each partner, but we do get good cooperation generally in the Caribbean.
One of the things I've always thought is that perhaps it is that our relationship with our transnational partners has not yielded, this is my view now, has not yielded the results that certainly we'd like to see where the protection of our fisheries resources is concerned. And I often wonder if that's a poor cousin, because we talk about the movement of drugs, the movement of guns, and even the movement of cash to purchase guns and purchase drugs. But I'm saying on the fisheries side, the people who steal or conch, who steal other kinds of fish, they use the proceeds from that, based on the literature, to buy guns, to buy drugs. So I don't see the benefit from our transnational partnerships over time helping us to police our waters and to eliminate those or to prevent those who would want to come and steal our fisheries stocks to engage in criminal activity. Is that a misguided view, or are they providing strong support in this regard?
Well, let me go ahead. I emphasize the drugs and guns trade, but contraband in specific is a major problem. For us in Jamaica, the islands, the blue economy, where fishing and conch and other products of the sea is a big problem. The South Americans have issues dealing with minerals and like gold and other activities of that sort. Those part of the transnational operation, we have increased our activity by virtual investment. We acquired, I think, 4 or 5 ocean patrolling vessels now, OPVs, and that's provided network. We have established a pretty efficient coastal radar. We have to increase the use of air, and we examine that we have a marine patrol capacity, but we need air cap in the air, but we need more. And we get cooperation from partners in those areas. But there's a kind. There, when you get into security, you have to measure the distance you go, and then you get questions of relieving yourself, of allowing others to interfere in your sovereignty. you become the legislative constitutional process become a little bit tricky.
Yes.
And you have to manage that relationship effectively and well. Even those who are asking for increased cooperation and asking us to ensure we can take strong measures in these areas. You go too far, it is as you have handed over your security to a partner, and in the process, literally your sovereignty. So there is almost a requirement, if you might look at the geopolitical situation, where you hear the big countries saying, you smaller guys don't spend more money. And the same principle applied generally, although it has sounded very rough in that sphere. So we have spent money and we have expanded, and now we get cooperation. We get good cooperation, without a doubt, from the partners. The protection of our blue economy we have placed in the hand under jurisdiction of the Jamaica Defense Force. Mm-hmm. And I said, what I mentioned, radars, OPVs, ocean and patrol vessels, etc., are part of what we have invested into, and the JDF in that era cooperates with the Southern Command of the United States Army.
Recently, Dr. Chang, the Prime Minister said as security operations are stepped up in the Eastern Caribbean, that criminals and their networks will seek to divert more into the Northern Caribbean, and that Jamaica is preparing and is prepared for them. Could you say this morning what's the level of threat, perhaps based on what intelligence is saying and how we are preparing?
I would use the security language. It's also a significant increase. Clearly, the American activity, all activities really, because we have increased our level of cooperation with our Caribbean partners. We do working very well. What at the local marina, Jamaican police in Turks, we are seeking to work with other Caribbean islands to build their territorial security, which also extends to improve their own intelligence. Of course, we have what is considered controversial, the U.S. Army activity in Eastern Caribbean, because the United States government has made, especially the movement of cocaine, national security threat, and involve the Army. We have our JDF has always supported the police at territorial level to at a much more, so let's say, local level. But once you get increased activity in the Eastern Caribbean, then the movement goes not just northern, it goes first to the west, which means to the west of us, which means the coast of Central America, and then it's easy to get across Jamaica from the northern part of Central America. You know, the well-known activity in Jamaica of boats, sometimes high-speed boats, but boats with enough engine power to get across from Central America into Jamaica fairly quickly, overnight, as well as other mechanisms of movement, and then do the movement out of here into other areas.
Dr. Chang, before we let you go, one other thing.
No.
You are, of course, the General Secretary of the ruling Jamaica Labour Party. Your reaction to those voice notes that have been in the public domain concerning two members, we were told, of the PNP's NEC, talking about undermining NARA and attacking the credibility of the CEO, Major General Anthony Anderson?
To attack the credibility of the CEO is best described. I think I can put on real dastardly. This is just analytical and Ambassador Anthony Anderson has been an outstanding professional, and they know he can question his integrity. He has served the Jamaica Defense Force as Chief of Staff, or National Security Advisor. He worked as Commissioner of Police and was Ambassador to Washington. He has cleared all hurdles of due diligence you wish in terms of integrity, and he has shown outstanding professional capacity over the years. So that's just, we have the list of those, but I've considered those highly responsible and don't go beyond that. Any attempt to undermine NARA we take seriously, and while publicly I say we treat it very seriously, and we'll monitor that kind of activity, because we cannot have any member of any citizen acting to undermine NARA, which is a simple a mechanism of seeking to improve the efficiency and speed of responding to what was one of the biggest disasters to hit our country. A Category 5 hurricane, I said, is never been recorded in our time, in our lifetime, and even where they came close to Category 5 was just confined to smaller geographic space. This hurricane hit half the country and hit our economy in a way that we have never been hit before. And we are very sensitive to any attempt to, subtly or not so subtly, damage the work to rebuild and build a more resilient economy.
But your concern, Dr. Chang, let me get your concern, because remember, systems don't solve problems. People managing systems do. And if it is that there are people in the NARA machine who may, under instruction or otherwise, because of affiliation, work to retard the rate of progress and work to frustrate the efficient working of the machine, is that not concerning to you on this morning?
It's a concern, and the agencies that work out of the ministry will have to, who are responsible to monitor this kind of activity, will have to do so. I don't think it's about we have members of the security force that we do due diligence on, from not only background checks. There are people in this field who we polygraph regularly. Officers don't get promoted without being polygraphed. And we may have to look at how we extend some of these kind of screening mechanisms to the system. The importance of the program under the legislation of NARA is absolutely critical for the country and the nation, and we'll have to take whatever measures is required to protect the integrity of the institution. I would say I do not think it is a systemic response by the opposition, but there are members who are opposed to the government, whether in the party or outside of the party, or in other organizations across the country. May not want to see the level of success that can be generated by an efficient response. And we'll have to view it as a security threat and investigate. And wherever the law is breached or a threat risk appears, we have to, advise the security force to deal with it, because it's not an area where prosecution, apprehension and prosecution is not my responsibility. But I have to make it clear to the security forces and to the other agencies of government that deal with public administration to be sensitive to it, and where information is relevantly passed on.
Minister, if we could hold you just for a few more minutes to take a break and come back. After the break, I want to ask you about this matter of assigning CPOs to members of parliament.
For all your scales and food processing equipment, call Advanced Scales and Equipment Limited at 876-968-9612-5. The time by Advanced Scales and Equipment Limited is
7:54.
Hawkeye is protecting homes, businesses, and communities with trusted security solutions. The temperature by Hawkeye, securing what matters most, is
28 degrees Celsius in Kingston, 29 degrees Celsius in Montego Bay, 25 degrees Celsius in Mandeville.
Summer just got cooler, and so did the prices. LG air conditioners are now at lower prices at Active Home Center. 12,000 BTU, $59,997 plus GCT. 18,000 BTU, $85,997 plus GCT. 24,000 BTU, $106,997 plus GCT. And if Bally's your brand, the offer still stands. Buy any Bally air conditioner and get $15,000 to spend on your next purchase store-wide. Conditions apply. Active Home Center. More savings, more choices.
Donovan, me say pressure and sugar kill so many people in our good Jamaica.
Joan, that's why I say you have to take charge of your health. You need to check your pressure and your sugar regularly.
And don't miss a doctor or clinic appointment.
Cut out the junk food and stick to healthy foods.
Do at least 30 minutes of exercise a day time.
and make sure you take your meds at the right time, every time. For more information, visit ncdip.moh.gov.jm. Take charge of your health.
We may stumble, we may fall, but together we always rise.
Stronger.
For 64 years we've proved it.
Stronger.
Through every storm,
Stronger.
every struggle,
Stronger.
every victory, we were born to rise. At Satiko, we rise with you, building futures, protecting families, uplifting communities. This independence, Jamaica stands proud as we rise.
Stronger.
Welcome back to Nationwide this morning. Right, so Minister Chang, we carried a clip from the Member of Parliament for South St. James. She was speaking at a PNP Women's Movement conference, and she said that, she fears for her safety. She alleged that all of the members of Parliament in St. James, that CPOs were assigned to them, but none had been assigned to her. Of course, we subsequently found out that that is not the case in relation to the JLP MPs, meaning that all of them have CPOs. But in relation to Miss Burchell for South St. James, is it that she had made an application to the Ministry of National Security for a CPO?
No. The process which is instituted since I've been minister, when I had the privilege of getting a protection of persons policy approved, where we have operated for years without one. And it is not a very good point. I think it became a point where CPO became more a status symbol rather than a security system. So, if you think of it, one person cannot provide security. It's the person that has security you need far more. But the process is fairly simple. And I tend to take that out of my personal portfolio, so to speak. It is an application to the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of National Security, who then pass that on to the JCF, who should do a threat risk analysis and decide if someone is in need of police protection. There's a number of designated persons, a small number, about 12 or so, which include the head of state, the Prime Minister, Chief Justice, head of keeping court, the President of this appeal court, and the Minister of National Security. And there are a number of others. I don't have it tip of my finger up there. Mm-hmm. But despite of that limited number, we have a large formation involved in CPO. And it's a genuine question I have to ask, and I have to ask it. I have not done anything enough about executing it. If we can devote such large numbers of our highly trained police officers.
There was one time, Dr. Chang, when you said there were about 600 CPOs in service across the public sector?
Yeah, it involves the internet diplomats as well. So they're a minimum number, but in the new scenario we have, remember, we are seeking to compensate, and I use the word deliberately seeking to give better compensation to our police officers. We have trained them better, and they're highly skilled professionals. At a personal level, when I became minister, I didn't take a CPO. So anybody, before I get broadsided by a number of people says I do have a team now, and it's the insistence of my security that the Minister of National Security must share a team. And since I've been here now for several years, I agree. When you get to genuine security, yes, the team gets big. And that's why I said we have to look at the entire program. But the process is still, as I indicated earlier, the individual should make an application to the Permanent Secretary, not the Minister, who then pass that on to the Commissioner of Police, who will instruct the security team, section of the ministry, and security in this narrow sense, to examine the threat risk around them. The other factor is that we've been that MPs judges below the level of the Supreme Court. So what needs some kind of personal assistant in getting around the country. Judge driving around from Kingston to Portland daily for court, seeing all kind of cases because we have become a high violence society. MPs operate in a constituency in not so much a violent reaction as just crowding. People coming around from drug addicts to just, anybody looking at interest to get close to the representative. So they need some kind of what you'd call them adjutant. And that needs to be dealt with. The policy ain't mentioned, but we haven't got that far yet. But the process is, as we are now, anyone can apply to the Permanent Secretary, and the police, not me, will examine the security risk and indicate a mode of protection.
And just for clarity, Dr. Chang, you as a politician, you have no say in whether or not the application is approved.
No, I mean clearly I have a rapport with the police, and they might ask me opinion on occasionally they can't incentive, but they don't.
Okay. The other thing is this. The other thing is this.
Security. Just you have to see it's a security threat.
Yeah.
The police acts independently.
Okay.
If it becomes a martial and you become personally involved, the opposition is one of the entitled persons, by the leader of the opposition.
Yes.
And a retired Minister of National Security. So those are clear.
Yes.
But their areas may end up a little bit ambiguous, and the Permanent Secretary would ask my opinion if it should work.
A former judge who is a member of Parliament who's not in cabinet, by virtue of being a former judge, does that automatically qualify the person, or does that give a person a favorable chance of getting approval if they apply for a CPO?
It's not automatic at all. And I said the security force does the assessment and decide at the commissioner level if they should continue.
Okay.
It's security. And I've said over and over, security operations, I retain a distance, what I call a healthy distance. But a small time here, I understand what's happening. But I have what I consider a very excellent police commissioner with a strong team around him, and I have full confidence in the operation to be professional and objective in all of their assessments.
Hear you on that. Time is up on us. Thank you for your time this morning.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Same to you. That's the Member of Parliament for North West St. James and the Minister of National Security and Peace, or Deputy Prime Minister, Dr. Horace Chang. Front Page was brought to you today by ABC Electrical Sales, for a better choice in the electrical business.
You're listening to Nationwide 90 FM. The time is
8:04.
From the mountainside to seaside, countryside to townside, inside and outside, it's across Jamaica this morning.
Taking you across Jamaica this Wednesday morning, Wednesday, July 22, 2026 in Clarendon. Motorists are being urged to proceed with caution when using the main road from Mineral Heights to Lino Town. The National Works Agency, NWA, says operators of heavy vehicles transporting aggregates need to be especially cautious. This as a section of the road embankment in the vicinity of Vere Technical High School has failed. The agency says the affected section is over 6 meters wide and 4 meters deep. This has forced the corridor to be reduced to single-lane traffic. NWA says it's investigating the cause of the failure, especially as there is no known drainage system in the immediate area. The agency is discouraging members of the public to refrain from removing any of the impediments that have been put down as warning to motorists. Now, 4 Jamaican students of Heart NSTA Trust are participating in a fully funded skills training program in China. The 90-day program is part of the 2026 Global Skills Academy program. The trainees left the island in late June. 2 are studying hospitality, while the other 2 are specializing in robotics and allied healthcare. Managing Director of the Trust, Dr. Tanisha Ingleton, says that the achievement reflects growing international confidence in the quality of Jamaica's technical training. Dr. Ingleton says that the trainees are expected to return with stronger technical skills, international experience, leadership abilities, and knowledge of global best practices. This, she says, will help strengthen Jamaica's workforce. Finally, across Jamaica, Amber On Time, the ride-hailing service from Amber Group, has struck a partnership with digital signage company Visual Vibe Limited to introduce self-service taxi booking kiosks across the country. The deal will also see the rollout of nationwide in-vehicle digital media network. The partnership combines Amber On Time's transportation technology and growing mobility network with Visual Vibe's expertise in media, advertising, content development, and audience engagement. Under the initiative, self-service booking kiosks will be installed in supermarkets, plazas, transportation hubs, and other high-traffic locations, allowing customers to conveniently book rides directly from touchscreen terminals. The Amber On Time mobile application will continue to provide seamless ride booking services for users across the island. At the same time, entertainment and information tablets will be deployed throughout the Amber On Time fleet of more than 200 vehicles, providing passengers with access to curated content, news, entertainment, and promotional offers during their journeys. For Jamaica's business community, the partnership creates an entirely new opportunity to engage consumers through a locally owned digital media network that reaches audiences where they live, shop, travel, and make purchasing decisions. Visual Vibe will play a central role in developing and managing the advertising ecosystem across both the kiosk network and the in-vehicle media platform. The platform is expected to create significant opportunities for small businesses, emerging brands, and established companies seeking more effective ways to reach consumers during their daily routines. And that's it for Across Jamaica for this Wednesday morning.
Enough power tool, big to small. Chakama figure dig the wall.
Our Total Tools.
Weed waka figure trim the lawn. We have everything a job demand.
Total Tools.
We rent them, sell them and fix them. Also give Total Tools a call. When you say home improvement, landscape construction, a Total Tools are your option. Home improvement, landscape construction, Total Tools are your option.
Total Tools, located at 102 Main Street, Ocho Rios, 34 Slipe Road, Kingston.
And lot C6 Draxall, St. Anne's Bay. Call us today.
Attention seniors, great news! Your July 2026 social pension payment is here and ready for collection. Simply check your text messages to confirm your payment details. For more information, call 876-922-8013 or visit the Ministry's website, mlss.gov.jm. The Social Pension Program, caring for our elderly. A message from the Ministry of Labour and Social Security, providing opportunities, stability and social protection.
From the biggest tracks to the biggest energy, Nationwide keeps it moving. If you love the vibes, come and lock in with us for real.
World boss, leave a prison could stop me.
Join the Nationwide 90 FM Family Club today on Patreon.
Practice, God me say you watch you over me practice.
Fit Nation is brought to you by Express Fitness 24/7. Your goal is our mission.
You want a hot body? You want a Bugatti? You want a Maserati? You better work. You want a Lamborghini? Sip martinis, look hot in a bikini. You better work. You wanna live fancy, live in a big mansion, party in France? You better work. You better work. You better work. You better work. Now get to work. Now get to work. to smash up. Here comes the master. Here comes the big beat. Big beat to blast ya. No time to quit now. Just time to get it now. Pick up what I'm putting down. Pick up what I'm putting down.
Welcome back to Nationwide this morning. It's that time of a Wednesday morning for Fit Nation, and in Fit Nation this morning we're talking about badminton. Over 40 of Jamaica's top junior badminton players are expected to benefit from high-level international competition when the inaugural Smash Jamaica 2026 tournament serves off from August 5 to 18. And here in studio with me is President of the Jamaica Badminton Association, VJ Tolan, and Vice President of Events and Tournaments and Chair of the local organizing committee for the tournament, Brianna Burke. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for joining me here in studio. How are you, Brianna?
I'm good. Thanks for asking. How are you?
I'm doing good. And you, VJ?
I'm good. Thank you.
All right. So for folks to hear you guys, you want to come on a little bit closer to the mic? All right. So they hear all you have to say about Smash Jamaica. So let's start with you, VJ. What inspired you guys to bring about this sort of event, and why is this tournament significant for the development of badminton in Jamaica?
All right, thanks. So post-COVID, the reality for our sport is that a lot of our players stopped playing. So we had, let's call it a 4-year gap of junior athletes that were unable to compete. And so what happened post-COVID was we basically started over, and it was kind of building back from the ground up. What we recognize is that international tournaments and international play are pivotal in the development of our athletes. For them to improve, they need to be aware, they need to be exposed. What is the level of play internationally? How do we compare? And so what you find is that year over year, there's a smaller cohort of athletes that get the opportunity to travel and see these opportunities. But because of cost constraints and other factors, it's more difficult for a lot more athletes to experience this. And so when we looked at it, we said, for the purpose of development, for where we are now, where we've gotten a lot more kids back into the sport, it's a perfect opportunity to bring international competition to Jamaica, so much more of them can experience it, because we know once they experience it and they see what international badminton is, it quite likely will inspire them to move to the elite, which is what our main objective is as an association.
So talk to us about the 40 that will be participating. Is it that you went out and found them? Is it that you put out an invitation and they came to you?
Yeah, so we have tournaments headed by Brianna in the local space. And so what happens is, as we play these tournaments within the different age categories from under 11 to under 19, they're junior players that would stand out. You know, they'd be winning, medaling, etc. And so the majority of the team is pulled from our top junior players who perform well in our local tournaments. And then separate and apart from that, because we're hosting this tournament and because we want to kind of inspire talent that's here, we have local coaches within our national program who have also identified some other talent island-wide who they think once they experience Smash Jamaica and participate in the international competition and get a feel that they also can get there. So it's kind of a blend of the top juniors and talent that has been identified.
Okay, and Brianna, talk to us about the event. August 5 to 18.
So it's actually 5 tournaments in 2 weeks. So it's high intensity for 2 weeks straight. So we'll start with the Jamaica International, August 5th to 9th, and that will see worldwide. So we have participation from Egypt, Bangladesh, coming to Jamaica to play that tournament. And then we move into our Caribbean Championship team events, where both the senior players and junior teams are going to play against each other. And then we will end with the Caribbean individuals. So it's countries, but individuals playing against each other for that title. So it's going to be August 5th to 18th. We start at about 9 o'clock each day and end about 8 o'clock each night too. We'll be at UTEC for the duration of the period, so everybody should come out and see badminton at that level.
So is there an admission?
So we do have an admission. It's $3,000 for the season pass, so that's for all days from the 5th to the 18th, and then we have individual day passes, which is $500 in the week and $1,000 on the weekends.
Oh, that's great. That's very cost effective.
I think so too.
Yeah, there should be no problem for Jamaicans to hop on out of their homes and come to that event. But you said something interesting, because initially I thought it was just Jamaicans competing against Jamaicans, but you say you have participants from Egypt and Bangladesh.
Malta, so it's an open tournament, so it's open to the world. So once we put out the prospectus, we did a little bit of marketing. These persons saw it. I think, yes, they want to play badminton, but I think Jamaica is also that country that everybody wants to visit. So we got a lot of entries, interest, and persons coming in to experience badminton, but also our culture and just Jamaica.
What was your initial reaction to that, VJ? Interest from places like Egypt and Bangladesh?
So the of note as well is that the international aspect of the tournament brings world ranking points. And so that's always a big pull. And importantly, within the region, the grade of the tournament that we're hosting is a notch higher than what other countries in the region host. So what it means is players, when they come here, they have an opportunity to get more international points than they would when they go to other tournaments within the region. With that said, though, it is inspiring, because I think we have participation from about 4 continents. So the fact that they have tournaments all over the world. They have tournaments in Asia, Europe, etc. So the fact that persons from Asia and Europe are making the trip to come to Jamaica to get points. Yeah, that's pretty big. We have I think it's about 19 countries right now.
Wow.
So just, badminton is classified in the top 5 most popular sports in the world. So, it's a pretty big sport. And so for us, given our vision, it is inspiring. We're pretty happy. What Brianna also didn't mention as well, because she did say 5 events, which is fantastic. This is the first time 2 of those events, or one of those events, is being held in about 10 years, which is the Senior Caribbean Team Championships. So again, led by her organizing team, they've made the bold decision to bring it back. And so it's a big task, but we want badminton to be at the forefront. We see a lot of potential for the sport in Jamaica. We've been to the Olympics before, and with the talent that we have now, we know that our objective of qualifying for the Olympics again is not far from reach.
And both of you, tell our listeners, how did you guys get involved in badminton? Is it that you all were playing the sport from high school, or at what point?
So I started in high school in first form. The court wasn't my best place, so I decided to transition to administration. The sport has given a lot to me, and so this is my way of giving back to the opportunities that have come up from the sport.
Awesome. And you, VJ?
Yeah, well, in high school, I was a player, and my close cousin used to play, and I realized he went to the same. We both went to Calabar. And like every other month, he'd come on stage collecting a trophy.
Our technical operator is a Calabar old boy.
I'm sure,
so
fantastic
he's
guy,
in my
isn't
ears.
he? Yeah, fantastic. So he would always be coming on stage in devotion in the morning, collecting a trophy. And I go to his house, I say all these trophies, and I said, boy, I'd love even one trophy in my life.
Yeah.
And so they trained in the chapel, and so he was like, just go out and try. Maybe one day you'll get one. And, so I just started, but fell in love with it. And it became a big part of me, similar to Brianna. I think a lot of who I am today is because of my experiences in the sport and what people have done. So for us, a big part of it is just paying it forward, because we do, to be very honest, I played at a national level, and, we've done well. And when I look at it, I say, if we could just get a little more investment, some more resources, what our athletes, what our kids can do, oh my gosh, it would be so amazing. So this is why we do what we do. So we're hoping this is really the starting point for what could become very massive for badminton in Jamaica.
And tell us quickly, as we wrap this segment, for persons out there who they want to give back, they want to support badminton in Jamaica through the JBA, how they can do that, as well as persons who just want to get involved, whether it be recreationally or they want to be an athlete like you guys.
Yeah, so I'd say the first thing, Smash Jamaica, it takes a lot to put it on. So anybody who wants to support badminton, if you're a company that has interest, we are still looking for partners and sponsors. So that's the first thing. This is massive. It's not very cheap to put it on. And I'd also just want to use the opportunity, if I can, just to thank some persons who have come on board.
Yeah.
So UTech, Phosridge, Iris Skincare, EdgeChem, PaveCon, Hawkeye,
Pure Water.
Yeah, we have quite a few. The Sports Development Foundation. I think as it is now, we've onboarded about 19 partners.
Oh, lovely.
And but even then,
there's still room for more.
There's a lot more room for more because there's lots more to do. So we're very grateful for everybody that's come on board. Now, if you want to play badminton recreationally, there are a few places locally, which are Chinese Benevolent Association, the YMCA, UTech as well. And then in Mandeville, there are a few schools that play it. So persons who want to play badminton, those are the spots right now that you can go. We're actually in search of more venues because badminton requires height. So, and it requires an indoor space.
Yeah.
And that hits us sometimes because we don't have many high ceiling auditoriums in Jamaica. So, one thing very important for us in terms of persons wanting to support the institutions is schools coming on board. So schools we find have auditoriums that have ceilings. So we've been trying to engage a few. So any principal listening or sports director, if you want badminton to start in your school and you have an auditorium, you can contact us as well.
And give us that contact information, Brianna,
Sure.
as well as Rap to give us again the basics of Smash Jamaica, the where, the when, and the cost.
Okay, so you can reach us. Our email is smashjamaica2026@gmail.com, so you can send all inquiries there. You can also DM us on Instagram, Badminton Jamaica. I manage the page, so I'll see them. And then Smash Jamaica, August 5th to 18th at UTech. We start at about 9 in the morning and end about 8 in the night. And then tickets are 3,000 for the season passes for all days, and then 500 in the week for a day pass and 1,000 on the weekends.
And MJM in our chats, our YouTube chat is going. He says, good job, guys. Jamaica should do what it can to capitalize on the sport, whether it be in this respect or on the track, to attract other countries here in the arena of sports in general. And VJ, there is a Butterbean in the chat who says, I played against him back in the days. I don't know if you know Butterbean, if that's the alias you knew back then. Butterbean says, think he used 10 Calabar. Yes.
Yes.
He went to
Butterbean is correct.
Butterbean said, I love badminton bad. I still play here in Canada. I would encourage young kids to get involved in the sport. Yeah. So a good way to end on. Thank you so much, VJ Tolan, for coming through. You are the president of the Jamaica Badminton Association, and Brianna Burke, vice president of events and tournaments and chair of the local organizing committee for the tournament. It is Smash Jamaica, and it's coming up from August 5 to 18, as Brianna said, at UTech. And the cost is cheap. $3,000, she says, for the season pass. $500 each day, and on the weekends, you said it's $1,000. Yeah. So go out and support. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks for having us.
All right, we take a break here on NTM. We'll be back with more.
You better what? You wanna live fancy, live in a big mansion, party in France. You better what?
Fit Nation was brought to you by Express Fitness 24/7. Your goal is our mission.
Now get to work.
You're listening to Nationwide 90 FM. The time is
8:24.
Fontana Pharmacy has a wide variety of items from pharmaceuticals, household, cosmetics, toys, and more. The Temperature by Fontana Pharmacy. It's all good inside is
29 degrees Celsius in capital city Kingston, 29 out west in Montego Bay, 26 degrees Celsius in Mandeville.
Hey, turn up to 25. Turn up to 25. Could I drive out fresh in a MG ride with a staycation all inclusive flex? Yeah. I touch a milli cash. Yes. Smart TV, PS5, and home upgrade.
Turn up your winnings this summer with Digicel. Sign up or switch to postpaid or Digicel Plus. Buy a SIM. Top up with 5 bills or more. Buy a 7-day plan or higher. A smartphone deal or just pay your bill. Authorized under Section 58.3 of the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Act. Promotion period June 24 to September 5, 2026. Visit DigicelJamaica.com for terms and conditions.
Attention seniors! Great news! Your July 2026 social pension payment is here and ready for collection. Simply check your text messages to confirm your payment details. For more information, call 876-922-8013 or visit the ministry's website mlss.gov.jm. The Social Pension Program, caring for our elderly. A message from the Ministry of Labour and Social Security, providing opportunities, stability and social protection.
Come into the parlor, there's a welcome there for you.
Welcome to the Mayor's Parlor with Desmond McKenzie.
From 1 to 7 p.m. every Sunday, you'll now get more of your favorite vintage music.
Put your head on my shoulder.
Nationwide 90 FM will transform your Sunday into a musical time machine that will take you way back.
Come with me. Let's go back in time.
This magic moment.
Journey into yesteryear with Desmond McKenzie in the Mayor's Parlor.
I've got the music to jog your memory and make you smile.
Put your sweet lips a little closer to the phone.
Sit back, relax, and enjoy the best in vintage music.
Come into the Mayor's Parlor every Sunday between 1 and 7 p.m. here on Nationwide 90 FM, a revolution in media.
Those oldies but goodies reminds me of you.
Welcome back to Nationwide this morning. Well, have you ever heard of bioregeneration? We're going to learn about that this morning because Bioregeneration Integrated Medical Center specializes in regenerative medicine, medically supervised weight management, and IV therapy. Its treatments are designed to harness the body's natural healing abilities by using stem cells, platelet-rich fibrin, PRF, proprietary protein peptides, and targeted IV infusions. These therapies aim to repair damaged tissue, restore function, and address the underlying causes of chronic conditions. The center's flagship services include erectile dysfunction reversal, stem cell therapy, PRF therapy, medical weight loss, management, and IV therapy, erectile dysfunction reversal. Leroy Rotti and Oren in the chat, are you hearing? Over the coming weeks, Nationwide will partner with Bioregeneration Integrated Medical Center to educate the public about these innovative treatment options and the range of services the center provides. Joining me this morning is integrative physician at Bioregeneration Integrated Medical Center, Dr. Sherry Ann Jackson. Good morning, Dr. Jackson.
Good morning, sir, and good morning to all listeners.
Dr. Jackson, my name is Sir, and my name is George.
Okay, good morning, George.
There you go. Let's
Thank
start.
you so much for having me.
It's so good to have you, man. So good to have you. You're welcome. All right, let's start with what is bioregeneration?
Wow, you gave us such a resounding introduction. I don't know if I can top it, but for listeners, we are an integrative and regenerative practice. Integrative in the sense that, look, we don't just look at disease. We look at our patients as a whole in terms of your physical, your social, your emotional health, and everything that really has an impact on your well-being. And that would mean combining traditional, conventional medicine with complementary therapies. As you mentioned, we do IV therapy, we do peptides, including GLP-1 weight loss, we do stem cells, we do biologics like platelet-rich plasma, all with the aim of just assisting the body to do what it does best, which is to repair and to fight for survival. So that's essentially who we are. We have a mission to extend life, optimizing health and longevity in every patient who comes our way. So that's my synopsis of it.
Excellent. There is no shortage, Dr. Jackson, of entities that tell you that, you know, through their solutions, you will lose weight drastically and then keep that weight off. But there must be something special, perhaps unique about Bioregeneration Integrated Medical Center and their approach to weight loss. What is this difference that you have relative to the competition?
Okay, I'm glad you asked that. Because in our approach, we always search to find what the root cause is. Oftentimes, obesity is a symptom of some underlying state. Is it that there is high stress? Is it that hormones are imbalanced, like in PCOS, or even low testosterone, or insulin resistance? We are always aiming to find out what caused the gaining of weight and how we can address that problem so that the weight doesn't come back. So that is essentially what I would say we do differently.
Very well. Conditions like hypertension, is it PCOS or PCOS? How do you say it?
PCOS.
PCOS, yeah, and insulin resistance. Why are they so closely tied to weight?
Okay. Now, all the conditions that you mentioned before, and I will just put increased waist circumference, that's like a large belly, or increased visceral fat, fat around the organs. All of those fall under a general umbrella that we call metabolic syndrome. Polyphenols, that just means your body's ability to handle food, glucose from the food that you eat, is disordered, and as a result, insulin resistance sets in, and the body isn't able to maintain a healthy environment. So in that environment, blood pressure goes up, lipids go up. That means your cholesterol gets high, and then you're at risk of cardiovascular disease. So treating metabolic syndrome, treating that underlying dysfunction in the metabolism, is what leads to all the good effects of weight loss, like lowering of blood pressure and reducing your risk of stroke and heart disease, even cancer. All of it is just tied by that common thread of inflammation and oxidative stress. That just means harmful chemicals accumulating in the body and causing the body not to be able to do what it does best, which is its ability to repair and to protect itself.
Dr.
So
Jackson.
that is how it ties in.
Hold the line for me now. I'm taking a quick break and come right back. This is Nationwide.
Rebuild with the standards, rebuild with confidence. Test your blocks, concrete, cement, aggregates, and other building materials at the Bureau of Standards Jamaica. The BSJ, building a nation, test by test. The time by the BSJ is
8:33.
Feel the rhythm of nature at the world-famous Duns River Falls and Park, one of Jamaica's most iconic experiences. The temperature by the Urban Development Corporation is
29 degrees Celsius in Kingston, 29 degrees Celsius in Montego Bay, 26 degrees Celsius in Mandeville.
Give your child every opportunity to thrive and succeed. With a JMB Bank graduate loan, one unsecured loan can cover tuition and education expenses with flexible payment terms and up to 7 years to repay. Apply at jmb.com and secure their future today. Conditions apply.
For all your electrical needs, visit ABC Electrical Sales. They stock a wide variety of electrical supplies including plugs, switches, panel boards and conduits, plus energy-saving fixtures. ABC Electrical Sales stocks brands like GE, Siemens, Philips, Cutler Hammer, and Allen Bradley. They also offer free island-wide delivery just to suit your needs. Visit them at Shop 8, Hagley Park Plaza, Kingston 10, or call 876-754-3714-5 or 876-754-3825-8. ABC Electrical Sales, for a better choice in the electrical business. Welcome back to Nationwide this morning, having a conversation with the integrative physician, Bioregeneration Integrated Medical Center, Dr. Sherry Ann Jackson, talking about the company and their weight loss services. It's summer. It may be too late for you to get the summer body if you started right now, but who knows the wonders that Bioregeneration Integrated Medical Center can perform on your behalf. So you'd be best advised to call in for a consultation and they'll be happy to help you on your journey. Dr. Jackson, welcome back. Why is weight loss without medical supervision dangerous, especially for those people who are managing the condition?
Well, we all know that right in today's day, you are able to get GLP-1 drugs just about anywhere online from friends, medical spas. And firstly, I would say it's dangerous because of the Just the lack of assurance of purity of these drugs. A high level of purity is absolutely necessary for good progress and no bad side effects. But on the flip side, it's about your metabolism, right? For those of us who don't know, your muscle mass, that is the main driver of metabolism. That's what's going to get that patty or that burger to be burned for energy properly. And if you do weight loss in a manner where you're losing mostly muscle, that causes such a blow to the metabolism that it might take a very long time to recover. So what we do at Bioregeneration is that we measure muscle, we measure fat, we measure body water just to ensure that what you are losing is what you're supposed to lose. We do blood work, we do other metabolic testing such as the PNOE breath analysis to ensure that what we're doing is being done with precision and that we're not missing any underlying causes or any potential side effects that can emerge during your weight loss program. So monitoring and purity is what I would say makes the difference and makes potentially weight loss dangerous if you're doing it in the wrong way.
I don't think I caught it if you said it already, but if you did, ask you to repeat. What are GLP-1 medications? What are those?
Okay, so GLP-1 medication, that stands for glucagon-like peptide 1. And glucagon-like peptide 1 is a hormone that we all have naturally produced in the ileum, that's in the small intestine. It tells our body to cut down appetite. It aids in digestion by slowing down the movement of food to your stomach. And most importantly, it restores balance in terms of your body's sensitivity to insulin. Now, the GLP-1 drugs are made to mimic that natural hormone. Because as we age and as we have lifestyle habits per se that lead to metabolic dysfunction, our body is less able to sense that natural hormone. So in essence, you can say we're trying to replace something that over the years the body has lost or become less sensitive to. So that's what these drugs are. They mimic the natural hormone and they try to restore a healthy metabolism.
Share with us, if you may, a patient story, and if you could say who the ideal candidate for this program is. This program that we're going to be presenting over a few weeks. Tell me at the same time as you share a patient story, who is it that really ought to be listening to you in the mornings on Nationwide?
Okay, so one patient in particular comes to mind. She was in her 40s, about 280 pounds. She had started her weight loss journey prior to coming to us, but when she came, she was diabetic, hypertensive, high inflammation, and that chronic low-grade inflammation from just the diabetes, the high blood pressure, and high cholesterol as well. She also had what we call right now metabolic dysfunction associated fatty liver disease. You can call it fatty liver for short. And in short, over a year of treatment with the GLP-1 and of course lifestyle changes, which are absolutely important on the journey, she was able to put diabetes in remission, meaning she has normal blood sugars and no symptoms of diabetes. Her blood pressure went back to normal. Her cholesterol went back to normal. Her inflammation, her ESR and CRP, which are both just measurements of inflammation, were both over 100 when she came to us. And they both are very close to normal, if not normal, right now. So essentially, that's a life change. That's a path that she was on that has shifted because of the intervention of lifestyle changes and some help from GLP-1 weight management.
Yeah, and so people who want to change their lives, they're the ones who should be able to listen to you.
Exactly. Those are the ideal candidates. Those who are tired of just staring down the barrel of chronic illness, that stroke that might happen in 20 years. Those are the persons that we welcome. Anyone who wants to shift from the past that just bad lifestyle has predetermined. It's not too late. You can change.
Never too late. How can listeners reach you, Dr. Jackson?
Okay, so Bioregeneration, we're present on TikTok, Instagram, on Facebook, so you can follow us at Bioregeneration. Or you can call or WhatsApp us on 552-6484, or 876-565-1168. We're at 15 Haining Road, Kingston 5. That's in New Kingston. And we also have a satellite office in Montego Bay.
Excellent. Integrative physician at Bioregeneration Integrated Medical Center, Dr. Sherry Ann Jackson. And she'll be on Nationwide once every 2 weeks, like fortnight pay. So look out for her. All right? Thank you, Dr. Jackson. All the best to you.
And thank you so much for having me. Have a blessed day.
All right. Good. So, Bioregeneration Integrated Medical Center, weight loss services in the spotlight. And we'll be hearing more from Dr. Jackson as time goes on. This is Nationwide.
You're listening to Nationwide 90 FM. The time is
8:41.
How you mean, brothers and sisters, good lady? How you doing? I hope you're doing fine. Brand new musical, this mix up and blend for a man like that is Johnny, the sound will say, yeah. Real keen from a record machine to the sound when I see Biggie rockin', come in as I will tell you. Brand new musical, this make you jump on twist, speaking of this, tell you about it. Sometimes it's hard, but try and you'll make it. Believe you me. In order to achieve, go forth and take it. Set yourself free. With obstacles in your way, you may fall before you rise. But if you really want good, you know how to run. So get up and keep your eyes on the prize. So as part of your plan, you feel have ambition, and the Almighty One as your foundation. Hey, nobody get rich and switch because that's definitely wrong. Me beg you, no, don't forget your friends and where you come from. If you a thief, remember God now sleep. And although you're a robber man and you get well last week, you fall about the street but you're beaten going steep. Because God is a silent river and you know him run deep. Throughout history, lots of great men and women went about things the old-fashioned way. They just kept on winning and winning. So strive.
Oh God! No, you open the mic at the wrong time, Mama. Papa.
No, it was the perfect time.
You got to strive. Anyway, what are man? So 2 men in the chat now. Leroy wrote here, Oren. Leroy, you know, Leroy has a running for me, you understand?
Yeah.
So, I see your theme this morning. You're brutal, Leroy. Leroy, so the lady are talking about, you know, erectile dysfunction, reversal. Leroy, I hear about that. Morning, Leroy Rotti. Pick up yourself, Oren. You're responsible for St. Anne, you know. Pick up yourself too. You and Leroy are in the same boat. HMS ED.
Listen, it's that time for our birthdays, and Custis Brown.
But of course, you have to start with the birthday, you know, Tana, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. No, you as a lady, you know, the lady has to do it. Alright, play the tune, King, and then we could do it. Play the tune, King.
If Jah is by my side, I won't hide. No, I won't hide. Boom, 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 this a junior. Boom, 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 this a junior. Boom, 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 this a junior. Boom, boom, boom. If Jah is standing by my side, then why should I be afraid of a pestilence that crawleth by night? If Jah is standing by my side, then why should I be afraid of a pestilence that crawleth by night? Your best you try to harm I and I, aiming to kill, but I love you still, 'cause you are here to make prophecy fulfilled. It's your will, no weapon that forms my soul free. Talk to me, Jah.
This tune this morning, Tona Santana Thomas, is for whom? For whom is this tune being played? Tell us.
The Prime Minister is celebrating his birthday today. No secrets, because if you do a simple Google, you'll find it. You asked earlier, I said it, perhaps some missed it, but wow, the Prime Minister is 54 years old today.
Move on, man. 54.
Yeah, so it's Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness' birthday today. A happy birthday going out to the PM, JLP leader and MP for West Central St. Andrew. Happy birthday to you. Wishing for him a great day. However he wishes to spend his birthday. I did see a message posted as well, George, from his party that said, the JLP extends warm birthday wishes and expresses its sincere appreciation for your steadfast leadership, dedicated service, and unwavering commitment to the people of Jamaica. So the Prime Minister is celebrating his birthday today, Wednesday, July 22, 2026.
That's right.
Happy birthday to you, sir.
You play next one, theme? Alright, go on the king. Might as well. Bird can't fly by one.
Hey, watch over us. Emperor Selassie, hide them your roads, rugged and steep. I know it is a must for us to make it home, even through them your gnashing of teeth. Hey, guide over us. Holy Emmanuel, our Islam knees could never get weak. I know it is a must for us to make it home, through them your gnashing of teeth. These are those who constantly they have been blessing. The rocks on the drops, leaving devil snares laying. I am not sure to this morning. Yet in a death ways the witness that you're right. Through this valley of test, and I've never been a weak caught in the wilderness. The power of God preserves I, guiding in all I do. So treading through the heights and the depths, we trample frustration and we conquer stress. The power of God preserves I and guides in all I do. So all the evils that mean me harm can go back where they came from. No demonic works performed shall prosper, yeah. I tell the Obia and the science man come, cause we can't squeeze the lion palm. No demonic works performed shall prosper. Oh, Jah, here I and I answer to your cry. Yeah. Bless me, mighty Jaja, bless me, so that they can curse me. Bless me, mighty Jaja, bless me, yeah. Bless me, mighty Jaja, bless me, so that they can curse me. Bless me, mighty Jaja, bless me. Glory, hallelujah, hallowed be thy name. Oh, Most High God, glory be to the Most High God, hallowed be thy name. King of kings and Lord of lords, worthy to be praised. I ascribe to you dominion, power and grace. For all the years and years to come, you'll always be the same.
It's me again.
As I fall on my knees today, have me God.
Yeah, if I was supposed to read all of these messages, I'd perhaps be here until 9:30. But perhaps somebody can point the Prime Minister to the YouTube chat that is blowing up with a lot of birthday messages. But sharing a birthday with the Prime Minister, Blessed Marcia Faber, sending happy birthday to, Marcia says, my beautiful baby Elizabeth.
Hi.
So good morning to you, Elizabeth.
Morning, Lizzie.
Happy birthday to you. Wishing for you a great day. Colleen Rainford is sending happy birthday to her loving husband, Mark Bennett. Have a fabulous day from your wife and your grandchildren, Liam and Leah. So good morning to you, Mark Bennett. It's your birthday today. Your lovely wife, Colleen Rainford, and your grandchildren, Liam and Leah, sending you happy birthday greetings. Also celebrating a birthday today, Costas Brown. It's your birthday today. Costas Brown, happy birthday to you. Wishing for you a great day. Over on Facebook, happy birthday greetings going out to Marjorie Hutchinson, Sheffield Buckley. Happy birthday as well,
Chef. Make up yourself, Chef. Chef.
Happy birthday to Sophia McKay, Shelly Ann Bisnot, Tola Bisnot. Happy birthday to you. Birthday greetings going out to Simone Toya Bryce, Daniel Mitchell, Annette Wims, Dosney Mason, Lydia Buchanan, Daniela Toyloy, Stephanie Butterfield. Happy birthday. Wishing for you guys a good day. Birthday greetings also going out to Dawn Palmer in the US, in New York City. Hello to you, Dawn. Happy birthday to you. And it's coming from Delroy in TCI. And Delroy has a song request, My Love For You. So you can pull that one up, Jermaine. But happy birthday to you, Dawn. Wishing for you a fabulous day. Happy birthday greetings going out to DSP Jermaine Delati Bader, Shireen Griffiths and Sav, Carlton Coates in Bounty Hall, Trelawney, Angela Debbie Morgan in Duncan's, Trelawney and the UK, Juliet Beckford in Hearties, Manchester, Neville Peter Townsend in Canada, Sean Palmer in New York, Patrina White in the Grill. All of these greetings are coming from the co-president of the B-Day Club, Sergeant Wayne Wallace. Arlene Rowe, the other co-president of the NTM B-Day Club, is sending happy birthday blessings to her friend Michelle Atkins in Islington, Portland, wishing for you many more blessed birthdays. And then Arlene says 1 p.m. we said, okay. All right, so Michelle Atkins, good morning over there in Portland. It's your birthday, and your friend Arlene Rowe is sending you happy birthday greetings.
I see a return to the chat by one of our friends, Annette Allen, who hasn't been here for a minute.
Yes.
Yeah. Good morning, Annette.
Good
Welcome
morning.
back. Welcome back.
Good morning.
And don't stay away so long. Which sorry, I said Allen. Annette Atkinson, Arlene, just type it in a bold capitals. Yeah. And
Yes.
and Annette, you know me, you know our thing already, you know. Just you know your head hot, you know. So keep it cool. All right. Keep a cool head, Annette. Keep a cool head. All right. Cool.
I'm also seeing here Glenn Binns sending happy birthday to Mark Bennett, president of CASAFA. Have a wonderful day, brethren.
Yeah,
so
man.
Glenn Binns sending happy birthday greetings to Mark Bennett, president
birthday,
of
sir.
CASAFA.
Just Christ, don't turn me in a kunumundu, you know. Sharon Blessed is Allen George. I was right the first time. All right. Annette Allen, welcome back. And all of the Atkinsons, speak up on yourself.
Who else is celebrating a birthday? Maureen Lindsay sending happy birthday to her twin friends Diana and Donna, wishing them lots of blessings. So Diana and Donna, twins, celebrating their birthday today. Your friend Maureen Lindsay sending you happy birthday greetings.
Can never be fraying. What Uncle Desmond say? What Uncle Desmond say?
Here I come with love and not hatred. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow I.
By the way, Desmond McKenzie, Uncle Desmond in full of Dennis Brown stories, you know. Yeah, man, because they had a very good relationship. So you can tell you some Dennis Brown story from now till next week. Big up yourself, Uncle Desmond.
Good morning to you.
How is your eye? Oh.
Dorian Pencil Sterling sending happy birthday greetings to her daughter, Jalissa, So, Jalissa, you're 16 years old today. Sweet
Hi, Jalissa.
16. Hi, Jalissa. Good morning to you. It's your birthday. And Lorian says, let her know that she is one of God's most precious gifts to us from the Sterling and Pencil family. So, happy birthday to you, Jalissa. 16 years old today. And Veronica Burke Smith sending happy birthday wishes to her daughter, Stacey Ann Burke. Happy birthday from Mom. Love you more. So, Stacey Ann, good morning to you. Your mommy, Veronica Burke Smith, is sending you happy birthday greetings.
Ferdine Swaby in the chat says, LOL, George, leave Desmond alone.
Good morning, Fire.
Yeah, SH says, see you Sunday, Sir Desi. So, your fans, them jump out already, you know. I mean, even say nothing too tough, you understand? Why, man, I tell you. So Sharon Bliss says, George, that eye comment is sneaking. The good thing is that him see the funny side, you know. Him see the funny side. King. We know you have your genre. You don't like come out of your groove. But you can't just do one favor for this morning, please, Mr. King. Please. For real. Because we never chew 2 when Argentina losing. So just do one favor for me. Can we play? What are the one? Mr. King. Can you do us a favor, right? And play a song for Uncle Desmond before you leave.
Hold on. Can I?
No. Stay where you are. No. King. I want you switch genres.
I need
and play a song for Uncle Desmond, right? Tana says he wanted to play.
I need a wellness break.
Tana says he wanted to play Eye of the Tiger. Come, King. Come the man.
I need a wellness break.
I'll play the Jimmy Cliff then, King. Play the Jimmy Cliff then. Play more in keeping with what you've been playing for morning. Alright, so this song now is for the man who rules the mayor's parlor, the best player of music in Jamaica on the radio, Desmond McKenzie. The pepper spray Desmond eye. Come with the tune. When Desmond to the people them now. What Desmond say? Come on! Like on the tune!
Rising up, back on the street.
Uncle Desmond.
To my time, took my chances.
West Kingston.
With the distance, now I'm back on my feet. Just a man and his will to survive.
Local government. Agley Park Road.
You change your passion for glory.
Him get the call.
Don't lose your grip on the dreams of the past. You must fight just to keep.
Say he must come at Tivoli now. I am the tiger. The pepper spray Desmond eye. But him still a do what? Look for you with what? I am the tiger. Uncle Desmond panic case. Them can't stop you, Richard. Them can't stop you.
Terrence and Tana, get up, please. I have tried. No, but listen.
Oh my God. Hey, so me have a clash, Desmond. A 2 tune me I open with. The first tune me I play.
Yeah.
I can see clearly now. Hold on, King, kill the music, King. Kill. So I want to tell Desmond fans.
I thank you.
Desmond fans, let me tell you this. I have an announcement to make. Desmond said, boy, he enjoys playing on the mayor's parlor, you know. But he said, I'm going to host a new show. He said, a new show I'm going to host? Iron Sports.
No. Thank you so much for tuning in to Nationwide this morning, okay? I thank my technical operator, Jermaine King. German. I don't really appreciate the thing, you know.
Uncle, good morning, Uncle. Uncle Desmond. Anyway, you're there. Big respect. Good morning, Tana. Take us home, man.
Uncle not text you.
You don't text me yet?
I'm not listening this morning. I'm not listening this morning.
You think me I eat that? Me don't say God?
Oh, now I get it. Now I get it. That's why I said liberty. Up next, the Consumer Hours Nerdy Button at 10. Clip News Online. Good morning.
They were chopping them up, they were chopping them down. It's an ancient Chinese.
You've just heard Nationwide this morning on Nationwide 90 FM.